program status, reputation, all those things, to make the Big 12 title game second time in 3 years, in an era when nobody's doing that. I mean, there's a lot of parity. I mean, Texas hadn't made it 5 years, 6, whatever.
Right.
You've gone twice in 3 years. Nobody else has done that. What does that do for you?
I think it's good for well-being of the program, your donors, people that want to be involved with success, administration. I'm sure Board of Regents like it, enrollment likes it, university likes it. Recruiting-wise, it's interesting. We talked about it a little bit. Most of recruiting is complete. Now, can it help solidify those guys? I would say yes, more so than no. Not as much of an impact as it would have been in years past where you were still finishing the last 6 or 8, 10 spots of recruiting. So I'm going to guess there's a marketing value financially that we're going to gain as a university through making a championship game. So there are a number of reasons. It's a plus for us.
What have you seen so far to Texas's run defense? Seems like it's pretty good outwardly, but as you've watched a little bit of them, what do you think?
Yeah, so they're 2.9 a carry, which is tough for the guys rushing football against them. It's interesting. They're a 35-point team scoring, and they're only giving up 17. They're double. Their margin's pretty big. It's pretty rare you see that. They're 25% third down conversion defensively, which is really good. I mean, there's a reason where they are. In particulars, that's what you're dealing with. More of a traditional defense. They can play gaps and play coverage. They don't necessarily have to overload the box to stop the run. That's not what they do. They could, but that's not traditionally what they do. Most people have struggled in a big way blocking their down guys and their backers, so they don't have to overload the box for the rush.
How does that challenge your guys? Because, obviously you want to give it to Ollie a decent amount. How does their not needing to load up the box challenge you?
I think at this point, I would guess their coaches know we're going to do what we do, and I'm going to say that for the most part they're going to do what they do. We're in week 13, and there's not a lot of changes that are going to take place over a 2-day preparation. It won't be for us. I don't think there's any secret to it. We have to find ways to block them and balance our offense. We would like to not be one-dimensional. One-dimensional has not been good for our team, no matter who we played, much less a team that's as talented as Texas.
One question to look back.
The way the college system is working out, and just because every year is a different team versus the people on the team, so how you got to deal with them. So I think that's the best thing that he does is adapting to people and knowing what to say to certain people in situations and like that, and then getting everybody to play on one accord. Nowadays it's gonna be super hard to get 140 players from different backgrounds and everything to play on the same level and give it up for each other. But he does it year in and year out. So that's one of the best things that he does.
He's really low key on the sidelines. Is he that way throughout the week as well?
He sits at the top. He leaves that last week. You know when he's mad. You know when he's happy. Because he shows it. So as long as he's just staying up at top, taking the notes, and not coming down the stairs, we're all good with it.
So if he comes down the stairs...
Oh, if he comes down the stairs, he's talking to somebody, and you just hope it's not you.
Brennan, how have the adversity you guys have overcome, a couple comebacks the last 2 weeks, and also the way your season went, how does that prepare you for a championship game like this?
To us, I think it greatly prepares us for it. Because it's something that, I think we'll be prepared for no matter, how the game goes. I think the thing you have to be prepared for more of, and we kind of experienced this in 2021, is the media coverage and all the extra things, and the more people, the more kind of the better you are and the better you do, then the more kind of things outside of the football game kind of comes with it. So I think that's the biggest part as far as just tuning all that stuff out and just focusing on the game. As soon as the ball is kicked, the game is all that matters, not all the extra stuff and all the fanfare and all this stuff. So I think we do a good job with that and stay focused and
What has Allen Coleman meant to this team?
He's meant a ton. Just how tough he is, and just the charisma, and how hard he works. I think that's meant a lot. Just just the way he plays. I mean, you see it every day. Well, you guys see it every Saturday, but we see it day in and day out. Just whether it's staying out after practice, doing extra routes, or like, hey, let's get extra film here and there. So he's meant a lot in terms of how we prepare, and for some of the younger receivers, just what it takes to be and what it takes to get to that type of level.
This defense, highly regarded, especially the defensive lineman. What's it going to take from y'all on offense to compete and win on Saturday?
A great execution. I mean, we say it every single week. Just everybody doing their assignments, everybody playing on one accord and giving it up for each other. I mean, they have great D line, great secondary, great linebackers, and they have talent all over the field from the ones to the threes. So it's just going to take a group effort of execution and whoever's in there when they get their chance to make a play, just making a play.
Good to be back at the Big 12 Championship.
Yeah, I'm blessed and fortunate to be back here with 2 out of my 3 years here. So yeah, it's real cool, real cool.
How different? I know you're in a different position, but just this group. How different is this than the group you went to and played Baylor?
Yeah, it's different in the way that we act towards each other. And I don't want to say anything about the 21 season because I was a freshman and I was out there trying to play, but I knew the guys, of course, but I didn't really know them like that. But I grew with this team more than I did with the 21 team. And, we're just a close group of guys who want to play for each other.
This team never quits. It's like Saturday. Mm-hmm. They never feel they're out of it. I mean, have you been with a group that's just been resilient as this one before?
Closest is 21 team, and 22. We had to figure things out. But this year, yeah, closest to 21 team in the way that we play, the way we fly around. So definitely.
Your thoughts on Texas? I mean, you didn't play them this year, but I mean, I'm trying to think. You're 2-0 against them in your career.
Yeah, as much as I'd like it to, history doesn't matter. We're going to go out there and ball. Texas is a great team. They have great talent. So, we're just going to go out there and execute our calls that we have in, and go out there and try and get it dub.
Last thing I've got, Quinn Ewers.
Mm-hmm.
If you've watched tape already, how different is he than what you saw out of Quinn Ewers a year ago?
Yeah, I think he slimmed down a little bit. He's done real well in the passing game as well. Making it hard for the readers in his RPO game and all that stuff. So he's controlling his offense as well. So it's his offense now, and he's doing a great job of doing that. So we're gonna have a lot on our hands for sure.